Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 30, 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The numbers last week for Bernard: 18 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Play action here with Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything had to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Now Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington.
Let's go, baby.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Roethlisberger will throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 24, Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Samuels. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West kick off 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Passing, it's Dalton on the screen, Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second and goal, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Another look for Dalton on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw here, Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Take both of them.
Check four.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carry for Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Ben to throw again. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness. So you look back to the problems they've had with their kicking game, and their kicker here in this one probably influenced the decision there.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Because he's had those misses, they didn't want to go back to him. That forced the issue, and they had to go for it there and didn't pick it up. That changes the whole complexion on how you call a game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3 and 12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. They'll run again with Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us. Make them do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger, and the catch made by Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talked about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Roethlisberger will throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Dalton. He completes it to Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Bernard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, here's Bernard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Easy.
Let's get there.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. Oh, no, he lost the football. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Roethlisberger to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 40-yard line. On second down, Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big spot, Andy Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. Now in desperation, that's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready? 180. Get the ball. Quarter.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.